Ranger news has dropped, and I've got to admit, there's quite a lot, but I kind of wish Hasbro wouldn't even give any information out to shops until after it's done, like have a mass email that goes out, because now we know exactly what's coming in the next couple of months, and especially since what's being announced on Tuesday, which is a fan stream, which of course I'm going to be streaming and talking about because, hey, I did the other one. As much as other people are doing it, we're going to be doing it as well. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting thing. So I kind of really want to jump over online so we can have a look at what's coming up. And we can see that there is a lot. So this was dropped, I think, a while ago. Definitely a lot earlier today, which I saw. And it's like, thanks to Tokumatsu 4 and a listing at GameStop Ireland, we have the first look at the upcoming Lightning Collection, Lost Galaxy Yellow. So the figure does not include an extended Quasar Saber. Now I'm going to talk about that in a minute of what I kind of think. And if you have a look, I really like the figure. I'm not a very big fan of Lost Galaxy, but I do generally really like these figures. I think they look really, really cool. And I just really like the helmet. I like the way that the body is. It looks really nice. Are we going to get the exact same thing? I have no idea. I really, really don't. So the next kind of shot is, I don't know if it looks like her. I really, really don't. And I mean, I'm not really that fussed anymore because effectively I don't really kind of have the helmets. I don't have the civilian heads on there anyway. But it looks all right. I just don't think it looks like the actress at all, like Serena Vincent. I really don't. But I do like these sorts of poses. I think this is kind of cool. Although it's a little bit weird, that one. So they've definitely put it on the set of the Transformers, the Beast Wars one. But yeah, is it Beast Wars? Yeah. But yeah, I think the pose could have been slightly better. It looks like the yellow is slightly off, just by a little, but it could just be the light itself. And again, we've got it coming with, I can't remember what this one is, Quasar Blaster or whatever it is. If you know, let me know down below in the thing. Oh, is it the launchers or whatever it is? Let me know what it is down below in the comments. But yeah, like, it looks pretty okay. But the next thing is definitely, again, is just looking at Mechagog. So Mechagog was announced, and I really do like this. We'll look at the box in a moment. But I really like the articulation. Now, Dino Thunder is one of my favorite seasons of Power Rangers. So I was quite surprised when this came out, and I was just like, oh my god, this is awesome. So seeing Mechagog come with an open mouth is absolutely fantastic, and it does kind of add more to it. And oh yeah, we have the special effects, which I think Josh mentioned over on his video that these are custom made for him, like they're designed for him, so they won't be remade. Again, looks pretty decent. So this is the kind of box that we're going for. So I generally really kind of think that this is fantastic. I really, really do. I like the way that it works. I love this render, this artist. Unfortunately, I can't say your name, Jay. But Jay Shan, I think. But obviously, go have a look at his Twitter. He posted all these pictures. So we've got the back of the box, which is all here, and I think it looks pretty cool. Like, you don't get really much with him, but I think just for the articulation and just the way that the bad guys are done, I think it's really, really cool. So all of these are out over in Singapore at the moment, which again, I think is a cool thing. I just think this is kind of like awesome. So I'm glad that we've got the entire team of Dino Thunder, and then obviously now we've got Mechagog, the main bad guy. So I'm guessing we're going to get Zeltrax and Elsa at some point. Jumping over, this is the other stuff if we want to have a look at the images. Now, I really kind of like this. At this angle, I think it does look a little bit more like Maya, but I really like the fact. Now, apparently that this figure actually has got, it's half pinless. So pinless around the arms, but then on the legs we can see right there that there are pins in it. And I thought that Hasbro were going completely pinless with their figures. But I generally kind of really like these poses. It really works well. I just really wish that she came with a Quasar Saber, which I have a theory on that in a moment. So again, it looks all right. It looks a bit weird that way, but I'm kind of glad that you're able to kind of add this in. Like, you know, it looks nice, and especially the little effect. So it just looks really weird as well. Like, I imagine it being a thicker for some strange reason. I think that's my favorite pose. I think the only reason why it kind of like makes it my favorite, as it resembles, oh, what is it? Thundercats, the Sword of Omens with the lion out. So that to me is the one thing it reminds me of. So I'm very kind of, I think this looks kind of awesome. And I like that kind of like, oh, hold a helmet. I think it'd be interesting if it was on, I'd say this hand was there, so you could have it like kind of hooking it over. But it looks like a decent figure. This is one I'm going to pick up because I actually generally really like it. I feel like it works quite well, and it's a nice figure. Now, you can pick it up on GameStop in Ireland, but they don't do international shipping, which is really annoying because I would have literally bought it last night. This is what I want to bring up. This is done by Will, who tweeted this out. He says, like, I don't understand why they have certain teams get a figure that fucks with the accessory layout from the other releases. Just make the accessory you've made more of. Again, don't do something different unless it's a special release. Now, I generally have a think on this, and as I said, it's like I can see this being a thing with Hasbro. It's a way for you to buy the new figure after that, so it comes with the right thing. I imagine Shelby with Dino Steel will come with a saber, and Maya comes with a saber with the Lights of Orion version, and I do think this. So the main thing is, like, with Shelby, she came with, I think, her drill and stuff like that, which was a very complete weird thing to come with. Like, every other one came with a sword, and obviously Maya's got this whatever it is again. Now, I believe that Hasbro are going to release this out with the next one, so you buy it, because it would make more sense to kind of do that, because you're going to want to collect all of it. Now, the normal people who don't really care about it, just want the one figure, they may not buy the Lights of Orion version, or the Dino Steel, or whatever it was for Dino Charge. So they're not going to really bother. But if you want it to be a complete collector's, what would you have to do? Oh, Shelby comes with her saber. So you want that? Cool. Go buy this version, and then you can have an entire team. Oh, we're doing the Lights of Orion version. So Maya will then come with a Quasar saber that's fully extended, etc., etc. So if you want that for the entire team, you're going to have to buy it. Now, if this is true, and this is what Hasbro are going to do, I feel like this is a really shitty thing to do, because people who may not want to buy these extra figures or don't care about a powered up version have to go out and buy it, and I feel like that's a really shitty thing. I might make a proper longer video on that. Now on to the kind of the artwork that's coming up for the 30th anniversary. So I feel like this is a very interesting one. We've seen it with the Blue Ranger. I don't think there's one down here. No, but we're coming up to that in a minute. So, Become a Ranger. I have no idea what this is all about, but this is the artwork that came out for the Power Rangers Remastered, and I'm going to talk about that in a moment. But I kind of really like the artwork. I'm kind of digging it. I think it looks really, really nice. I feel like it could really work well, and I'm hoping, and I really hope to God that they do this, is that if you're going to be using this for the Remastered series, make this the entire thing though. Don't make it like it changes much later on. Make it all of it, but I'll take like the 30th Power Rangers thing out if need be, because I feel like if you're not going to do it, what's the point of having different artwork where, you know, this might as well be the variants that we've seen over time. So I kind of like this one, but the one thing that's going to annoy me is I kind of wish this was a little bit further, because when you look at his mouth, this is off. This is up here. So I don't know why this isn't moved across so it's bang in the middle. It just doesn't make sense. And now after looking at it properly, it kind of really irritates me. Like, you could have moved it down a bit, moved it in here, and actually done it. But it just really annoys me. It just really fucking annoys me now. So we have Trini, or this could be Min. But again, I think this is pretty cool. Really like it. Don't know why you've got a thing out here. Like, what the fuck's up with that? It's on the other ones as well. Okay, so it's meant to be the buckle thing to keep the helmets in place, but I feel like you could have shaved that down a little bit. Like, it just looks like really out of place. And then Lord Zed. I don't know why Lord Zed's in this one, because effectively he would be in 94, not 93. So I don't know why you've got him there. Just doesn't make sense. But, you know, he's 29 in this. He's not 30, Hasbro. I think you need to kind of go back and check. But I do quite like the look of this. I think it would have been better if it was Rita. So you didn't have to have the double pack if you didn't want it. That's the only place you can get Rita. But yeah, I think that's mainly it. We do have Kimberly, and we also have Billy. Again, easily could have been moved to the middle rather than up here in the corner. So I think that I would love it if they would fix that completely, because it does irritate the shit out of me a little bit, and it's hard to kind of correct if need be. But again, 30 years of Power Rangers, and I think is that it for that one. And then, okay, so you've got all the helmets kind of going on. It would have been cool if you had all that, and then read on again and had white there. That would be awesome. So kind of finishing off the video, I didn't really talk about this because I wasn't really kind of following it properly. I saw photos and stuff. So we got the Tangas, or Tengas. I don't know why they're these colors. I don't know if there's any other versions of them in the TV series, and I don't know if it's these colors actually in the in the comics whatsoever. I have no idea on that one. If that is the case and they are that color, then fine, but I feel like this is just a kind of a big meh. Like if you had it like they look like they've been doused in flour, could wholeheartedly understand that, because then that could have been a thing where, you know, oh, the Tangas have attacked Bulk and Skull and they got covered in flour in that one episode, which would make sense. Now, I do like the artwork here. I love this thing. Like, I think that looks fantastic to me. So I was generally kind of really impressed. Then we have Z coming out in SPD Yellow. I am very much excited for this. I feel like this is going to be a really kind of good figure. The only thing I really wish they did is they released her when we had the Tom Welling artwork, because I feel like you could then put them all together to have the same thing, so it's in complete continuity. But I know what they're doing. It's again the new package design. But I feel like anyone I feel like anyone that they do, they should have just finished the entire set and gone, fuck it, we'll do it this once, and then anything moving forward with a new team gets a new box design. I think it's just really, really kind of nice to have that on there. Phantom Ranger. Again, I think this is a bit stupid. I don't feel like we needed this version at all. I just feel like, what's the point of having invisible mode? I did make a few jokes saying that basically just open the box and you've got your figure right there. I just don't know why they made this. Again, I think maybe they're out of ideas. They just thought, well, we'll make it translucent because it's the invisible version. I just don't really see a point in this. I just really don't. And then we have the remastered version. And I generally really think that this is one of the worst things that they could do. I feel like this should have been their main thing originally, but I know that they wanted to bring out Mighty Morphing. I just feel like, is this going to be the updated version? If this is going to be the main thing that people like? But I feel like now you could easily just redo the entire Lightning collection from scratch. So if you wanted to make money and everyone have the same box artwork or everything of the same figure, you could just release it, and any mistakes that you've made, you could easily fix properly. I mean, if we look at the belt, we can see it's got the lines there. We've got the closed blade blaster, which majority every single one should have. And as I said beforehand, which again will probably be in the same video, I can see right now that this is how they're going to correct it. Oh, you want your Ranger to have the blade blaster? Well, here it is. Boom, closed, so it's more accurate. And I feel like now that maybe Hasbro have turned around and gone, oh shit, let's kind of re-over that. So it just generally kind of irritates me. As we can see, yeah, closed blade blaster, paint around here. If that's going to be what we'll get, awesome. Maybe the helmet is going to be different. Maybe Billy's head in there is going to be a little bit different. Or you might not get Billy's head. We don't know. So again, it's just the remastered one. And I think that's roughly really it for this one. So kind of in closing, I feel like there's a lot of new stuff. I'm quite excited for what's coming out. I really want the Mechagog figure. I really want Maya, the yellow light speed. I want Maya, the Lost Galaxy Ranger. And I really think that this is a really nice kind of way of completing teams. Now, we've got tons more coming up on the live stream, so I'm hoping that they'll show off some stuff. But knowing Hasbro, they've probably released the images out to the internet and have that embargo where it's like, you're not allowed to talk about this, or the NDA, or whatever you want to call it. Either way, I'm excited for what the line's coming, but I just feel at the moment I would rather have like a remastered line to come out much later on, like near the end of the run of the entire Lightning collection. I feel like that would be more beneficial. So if you wanted to kind of redo this again and restart it, you could possibly do this. But I don't know. I just feel like some of this is a bit at the same time. I'm generally excited for what's coming out. I really want to know if this blue Mighty Morphing figure is going to be 10 times better for the way it is. But I think we're going to have to leave it there. Yeah, I'm going to get most of this again. Like, I am a collector of this. I do want to collect all of it. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it. Oh, it's going to be fun, isn't it? It's going to be fun. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts all on this? Do you think that we need all of these, or are you excited for which ones? Let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for listening and watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。